Chapter 5, Section 2 deals with simplifying fractions with monomials. In these examples, we'll be canceling out just like we do with fractions. So in the first example, 5 goes into 5 once and into 10 twice. And then the variables, there's one m here and there's one m here, leaving me an m. So I get m over 2. In the second example, I can't cancel out anything with the 6 and the 7, but the x's will cancel out. So that equals 6/7. The third example, I have 7 d's in the bottom and 12 on the top, so that means I could cancel out 7 d's on the bottom and 7 d's on the top, leaving d to the 5th. In other words, subtract the exponents. In this next example, I have c's involved here, and I have 2 on the top and 11 on the bottom, so that means I could cancel out the 2 c's on top and 2 c's on the bottom, leaving me 9 c's on the bottom, so it'd be 1 over c to the 9th. So the next example, to start canceling each part, 5 goes into 10 twice and 5 goes into 15 3. I can cancel out 2 m's on the top and 2 on the bottom, leaving me 4 on the bottom. I can cancel out 3 n's on the bottom and 3 n's on the top, leaving me n to the 4th. And the last part, I can cancel out the p to the 4th and 4 p's on top. So on the top, I have 3 times 1 times n to the 4th times 1, so that's 3 n to the 4th. And on the bottom, 2 times m to the 4th times 1 is 2 m to the 4th. In the next section, we have this monomial, and they broke it apart into 9x squared y times something. We're supposed to find the missing factor here. So you start by looking at the coefficient, 36, and you see that they have 9 here. We ask yourself, what do you need to multiply 9 by to get to 36? That would be 4. And they have x to the 4th in the original monomial, and here we have x to the 2nd. So to get to the x to the 4th, we're going to need to multiply by x to the 2nd. And then finally, y to the 3rd. I have a y here. To get to y to the 3rd, I need y to the 2nd. And you can double check. 9 times 4 is 36. X squared times x squared is x to the 4th, and y times y to the 2nd is y to the 3rd. So this is your missing factor. And the last part here that matches the type of problems you're going to be doing in your assignments. You want the greatest common factor of these two monomials. You start with the number part, the 12 and the 18. The largest number that goes into 12 and 18 is 6. Moving to the next term, m cubed and m to the 2nd. You have to always choose the smallest power. So m to the 2nd, and then n to the 4th, and n, that would give you n. So that is your greatest common factor. Always choose the smallest power